Hello, everybody. Let's see. I'm just messing with my computer here for a second while I sort of settle in. All right, hoping you can all hear me. I'm using a new microphone today. Got myself a Blue Yeti. Amazon sales. Very excited. Hope everybody is well. I am going to start today's live with a card pull, just to sort of help center me and move forward. It's been a day. I just got back from a Reiki session, much needed Reiki session. Thank you, Dawn Franceschini of Peaceful Souls. You're divine, and if anybody needs a local in Rhode Island Reiki healer, she's just lovely. So let's get on with the pop-up card pull during my live. I'm going to use my Soulful Woman deck. See me with the camera? This is a good thing I'm not a weather girl. That's all I got to say. Weather woman. The person. Card I picked. The Surrender. It's a good one. It's perfect for today. As I surrender, I release the urge to fight, push, and resist, and I open myself to the design and wisdom of the universe. My surrender holds truth and dignity. It holds an inner knowing that everything will be okay. Relief washes over me when I accept things just as they are, knowing that change is just around the corner. My true path shimmers before me when I relinquish control of what I should be doing and where I should be going. My surrender is not an act of defeat or of a denial of my needs, but an act of healing and an opening to divine grace. This grace bestows many gifts: joy, patience, compassion, strength, courage, and of course, a stronger connection to the limitless flow of love. So I hope that resonates with you as much as it does with me, because she couldn't even balance my crown today. That's how whacked out I am. And she's good. So I love the surrender card. It was exactly what I needed to pull. So as I was driving home, I said, you know what I'm going to do a card pull on my live and just see what happens. So that was just absolutely the perfect thing for me to see. Today I'm talking about gratitude. I did my card pull on Monday about gratitude and how it correlates to happiness. And, I just sort of wanted to talk about gratitude and the things that it can address. All right, we all understand the whole, let's be thankful, blah, 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 blah. But there's a lot more to it than that. Being grateful, having gratitude for things in your life, really making that list and understanding what you are grateful for can really help you fight things like anxiety, depression, loneliness, feeling like you have no purpose, feeling unmotivated. It really does address, feeling unseen or unheard. Being grateful for things really, really does help shift the mindset. And what I love about gratitude is it's such an amazing reflection tool, and it's the polar opposite of the self-reflection, because now you're sort of flipping that mirror out and reflecting on the things that you have been gifted with from the universe, because sometimes we forget what we've been gifted, because sometimes they're just very small things and we start to take them for granted, or the people that have always been there and we may take them for granted or overlook them or need to reconnect with them. And once we know that we are grateful for them and that they bring us happiness, that gives us the motivation and the intuition and instinct to go back, reach back out and sort of start appreciating those people, those things, and really taking those moments to be present with our gratitude. So I love gratitude. But, we do sometimes get caught up in the lack. I'd be happier if only this. That everyone seems to be so much more successful, more fun, more curvier, thinner, taller, shorter, where they need to be, instead of focusing on where we're at and what we have. And this is another way, as I said just a second ago, of staying present, being grateful, being in a state of gratitude does allow you to be present with yourself and with the joys and things that you have truly been blessed with in your life. And it's also a vital part of doing some trauma release work. So some of my clients are working through a lot of trauma, just the old things that they have to clear out that they haven't worked on. And gratitude is such a great tool that I like to work with them on, because it really does give you that foundation from which to build upon, to say, oh, you know what, I do have a foundation. So as you are sort of digging back into the files of ick and muck and trauma and whatever things that you went through, the gratitude is going to keep you from spiraling back into there fully. It's giving you that sort of stay present, stay here. This is what you have right now. Look at all the blessings you have while you work on seeing where maybe your limitations have come from, and help you try to release them. So it's really it's this great grounding tool. It's so valuable in so many ways, and I just thought it was the perfect time of year, having been Thanksgiving last week, just a week ago today. Just You don't need to be just grateful one day a week, one day a year. We should be grateful every day, or at least try once a month to sit down and make a list of things you're grateful for. And so I do actually recommend making a gratitude list. And I like to put in the list how and why each thing brings me happiness. Not just writing down, I'm grateful for the flowers in front of my house. Okay, why am I grateful for the flowers in front of my house? And so connecting those things to happiness, the direct connection, it really sort of gets into the mind and lets the mind go, oh, okay, so this isn't just one of those la 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 la, say what you feel, say what you're grateful for moments. This is well, really think about it. What do I have? I'm grateful. I have a closet full of fabulous clothes that helps me shift my mindset. Just so you know, this is like the third outfit I've had on today, because the first one worked great for the first half of the day. The second one was fine for that. And all of a sudden I'm like, that's not going to work for what I'm about to do. I have to get on this live and I need something that's going to give me the courage to step on out here, even in the state of wackiness that I have been in for the last few weeks. And I'm in a kind of a wacky place, going through some stuff, full um, honesty. So today I am grateful to actually have been here doing my live. My notes are a holy hot mess. Normally I have them a little more organized, but there's some typed and there's some handwritten. And, while I was putting on my makeup, I was making more notes and just sort of going, I could have not shown up today. Could have not shown up. Wouldn't have been a big deal. I could have shown up tomorrow. It's all right. No big deal. But I said, no, I made myself the promise that I'm going to do this on Thursdays. And so I'm doing it on a Thursday. And so I am grateful that I showed up. And the reason that that brings me happiness is that it's showing that I really am resilient and capable of showing up. No matter what I happen to be going through, what state of mind I'm in, I really do have it in me. So that makes me happy to know that I am stronger than I think sometimes. I am grateful for my Reiki practitioner, as I said, Dawn. She's lovely. I'm grateful, and because that brings me happiness, because that's showing that I care about myself. And I'm happy that I met her. She's such a lovely human, and we have such an amazing connection. So just visiting her not only helps me get rebalanced, but it helps me connect with someone who I really love as a person. So she makes me happy. I received a lovely message from someone who I don't get to see as often as I used to, right before I got on, and she just said, I'm out of the blue, just thinking of you. You're on my heart today. Hope all is well. And I was like, your timing could not have been more perfect. And I said, I'm just getting up the courage to get on my live right now and go talk about gratitude. And so that made me so happy that she followed her instincts, and then she thought enough of me and loves me enough to reach out and touch me. And it reminds me that it's important to do those things when we think about people, like, ooh, I wonder how that person's doing. That is probably a sign that you should, at the very least, text them or message them on Facebook or something and say, hey, how you doing? I'm thinking about you. Because I have to tell you what, that was just a lovely little, I'm thinking about you. You're on my heart today. That was just exactly what I needed to hear. So very grateful for that. I'm also very grateful to have this platform here, my conscious dressing. I'm grateful for all of you that are watching and receiving the things that I put out there. It makes me happy because it's important that for my purpose in life, that I feel like I'm helping other people, maybe inspiring them as I help myself along the way. So those are just some of the things that I have on my gratitude list today, and how I connect them to happiness. And just going through that list has lifted my mood a lot. It's definitely made me feel lighter, and that's exactly what we need in our toolbox. One of these things we need in our toolbox to just sort of pull out when we're having those tough times, when we are working through some hard things, whatever that's going to be. And even when we're not working through hard things, it's nice because then we're not taking things for granted, and we're truly living our life and existing in it. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that today. That's just one of the tools I use with my clients. Some of the conversations we have, making these lists and understanding these connections, and just having someone to talk it through who can make connections, because not everyone has that gift to be able to connect one thing to another. I happen to be one of those people who naturally I just make connections between things. And so that's one of the things, reasons that I do what I do, and help people sort of shift their mindset and start showing up and start feeling seen for who they are in the world. So if you're not feeling seen or heard, and you're sort of struggling with your purpose, maybe it's time for a conversation with me or somebody else that you might want to work with to, help you step into the next version of yourself, and to help you work through what you need to work through, because you don't have to go it alone. I promise you. And I also just want you to reach out to someone you're thinking about, because it's important to spread love to those we love. And also let me know if you notice a difference in my microphone at all. Just curious more than anything. Let me know if it's good, bad, or you don't notice a difference at all. I'll show it to you. It's a little That's a little phallic, I'm not gonna lie. But isn't that cute? Little Yeti. So is it louder here? Can I do this? No, but if I go back like this. And louder now. And okay. Play that. A little bit. That's fun. I'm gonna check for messages, see if anybody has popped on. Nope. I know, because I didn't even warn people what time I was coming on, so it's totally fine. But reach out to me, message me, let me know what you're grateful for. Um, and if nothing else, just be grateful um, in a little journal for yourself, and see where that takes you. I hope you all are going to have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to be watching the football game tonight, the Pats versus the Bills. In case you're wondering who I'm rooting for, go Bills. Namaste, people.